Time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show. I'm Bob Rickton. This is David Stroud.
Good morning, good morning.
How's David Stroud?
I'm doing real good, although it's just too cold out there, buddy.
It's just a little chilly.
Nah, it's too cold. That wind last night, opened up the front door to see, because people were saying it's snowing.
We want to see the snow.
And we want to go outside, and right when you open the door, that wind would hit us. I don't know, it was like coming through like an alleyway. Cut you like a knife, buddy. It was so cold. So we'd stay out there for about 2 seconds waiting to see it. And it seemed like it was just really patchy. It was everywhere but our house. We got like the most minute dusting. So.
But you still got the cold.
Yeah. But you'd said you'd got a little bit?
We probably got 2 inches.
Yeah. Which that's weird.
But it didn't stay anywhere,
Yeah.
you know, except for on
Except for
your
your
vehicle.
windshield.
Yeah, my windshield, which is still running outside.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But no, it's, you know, I love wintertime when it snows for a day and then it goes away the next day and then that's it. That's what I want. One day, looks pretty, and then it's gone.
Then you got to deal with the mud.
Yeah.
I like for it to snow and then be done snowing, but be frigid cold for 2 or 3 days.
To keep it.
So the snow freeze dries.
There you go.
And it disappears, and then when it thaws out, thaws gradually, and the ground's not soaking, soppy, and messy.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll take it.
Makes it nice.
Yeah.
However, we get the freeze right now because it's 20 degrees. When I come in, it said felt like 6. It feels like 6.
It does. Yeah.
I knew I was in trouble when I walked outside to my truck and pulled on the door.
Yeah, and it was crunchy.
And she said, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I pulled again, and it said, no.
Yeah.
I gave it one last try, and so she finally gave in.
You're like, I guess I'm going to the show.
Yeah. Because if not, I was going back to bed.
I know, right? Can't even get in my truck.
Can't even get in my truck. I have my backup truck, though, so I guess it never fails. It always lets me in.
Yeah. I've broken a handle because it was so
I was
frozen.
afraid I was going to do that.
Yeah, I have done it, but long time ago. But yeah, I pulled on it and broke. I was like, dang it. Now I'm not getting in.
Got to go around the other side.
Go around to the other side, climb over the console. Yeah.
Not fun.
No, I'm going to have to pass.
Did you have a good New Year?
I did. Yeah.
Off to a good start?
I think so. Lots off to a good start for January when we're already 7 in. So, and what, it's the 6th?
Hey,
More than one a day.
bargains.
I'll take it.
Bargains.
Yep. I think with this kind of weather starting to hit, though, because really this week has been, well, I say week, it's Monday, but the past few days have been the coldest. December wasn't that bad. It wasn't like this, like now. And now that this frigid temps that are in, I mean, we'll probably slow down a little bit. It's expected. Happens every January, and that's okay, you know. Well, I can understand completely not wanting to go tour campers when it's 6. So.
Why not?
Yeah, right. So. But
Let me ask
you?
you a question. Campers that you sell there, they're built for the cold?
Some are. Some aren't.
Like there is a difference. There's a northern built. And then
There is the 0 degree weather. Yeah, you're full time is what they say. Full time camping. Yeah, they're built with tank heaters, enclosed underbellies with heat sources going to them. Yeah, yep, there sure are. There's people living in them right now. And I mean, you see all these.
Oh yeah, and you see them more and
up.
more and more and more popping up.
Now some are taking ones that are more, you know, spring through fall campers, and they're putting tank heaters on it. They're putting enclosed underbellies in them. I mean, that's the main thing right now. But I mean, some of your stick and tin, they're not made for it insulation wise. The metal sided ones. But I mean, you throw a couple extra heat sources in it. You get the fireplace in one with your furnace, and then enclose the underbelly. You do those things, and you can. And people are because they can't afford housing. They can't afford to rent an apartment nowadays. But they can afford these. They can afford these in an RV park. So you do the best you can.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Time for the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. Greg Wood and his staff do a wonderful job helping people in the hospice care. Been serving Baxter and Marion County since 1979. They'll be glad to serve you as well. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us. Lord, we just thank you for the the cool weather that we're having and the nice little snow that we've had. Lord, we just pray that you'll keep everyone safe as they go to and from wherever they're traveling today. Lord, we just continue to pray for our troops that are fighting in conflicts overseas, Lord. We just pray that you'll be with them, bring them home soon and safely. Lord, we just pray for their families and loved ones that are here stateside that are wondering what the next move is, Lord. We just pray that move is to bring them home to be with their loved ones. Lord, we just pray that you'll be with the faculty as they go to school today for an in-service day here in Mountain Home. Lord, we just pray for our students as they get ready to wrap up their winter break, their Christmas break, as they go to school tomorrow. We just pray and continue to pray for all those involved in educating our children. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. We'll be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zadora, the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views.
Boom.
This is what you see today.
A little black and white action.
Still in the black and white mode, the nostalgia mode.
Yeah.
What you're looking at is the beautiful White River that separates Baxter County from Marion County, Arkansas. Over to your left, you will see the Rainbow Bridge there at Cotter. Behind it is the trellis bridge for the railroad tracks. The city of Cotter straight ahead. Way off in the distance to the right would be the city of Mountain Home. In front of that is the city of Gassville. Straight ahead, way off in the distance, is the state of Missouri, and around the bend to the left would be the city of Bull Shoals.
Let's take a look at this one here. There we go.
It's a color shot. You can tell this is live shot because the water is moving.
No way.
Yeah,
Hey, there's a car driving down the road.
there is a car driving down the road.
These are really cool views, though. Wake up in the morning, you want to see if it snowed in Cotter?
It didn't snow in Cotter.
No.
If it did, it done melted.
Yeah, it gone.
There you go. These shots are brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. Each day you can go to live views, click on those. You can also go to MLS listings, see what's available in our area for sale. If you find something that tickles your fancy, you can pick up the phone, call them at 870-405-0793. And their website is retiredtoarkansas.net. David's going to let that click through, and I'm going to read through some temperatures. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 19 degrees. Harrison, 17. Batesville, 24. Yellville is 20. Marshall is 23. Salem is 19. Mountain View is 23. Calico Rock and West Plains both at 19 degrees. Springfield is 15 degrees. Poplar Bluff is 22. And St. Louis, Missouri is 20.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a look at the radar.
Well, there it goes. It's
On
past
the national
Missouri
scene
now.
of the radar, you can see that the snow has moved out of Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, going to be out of Indiana as well by noon today. Heavy rains in Georgia and South Carolina going into North Carolina. We'll zoom into Arkansas and see what it says here for the great state of Arkansas. As you can see, currently from Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville to Jonesboro, Batesville to Fort Smith, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, the whole state of Arkansas is clear. So if you're traveling Arkansas today, you got a pretty good day to do it. Going to be a little bit cheery. Cheery. Hopefully you've gassed up before now because it'd be a little bit cold standing out there pumping gas.
Did it yesterday on the way home.
I didn't. I took Tina's car yesterday morning and filled it up. So.
Excellent.
Let's see. Watches and warnings. We've got cold. Freeze warning down in the Gulf Coast. Believe it or not, that's a long way to go for a freeze warning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Brisk wind advisory. I can believe that.
Yeah.
We got some of that going on. And winter weather advisory in the southern tip of Illinois, over in the southeast corner of Missouri. It's cold out, folks. Just know that if you're going to go outside, you're going to get cold. 7-day forecast. High today of 29, mostly sunny, mostly clear tonight, low of 15. High tomorrow of 32, sunny, mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 14. High on Wednesday is going to be 30. Low on Wednesday night, 15. Going to warm up on Thursday. It's going to be 37 with a low of 24. Mostly cloudy, then a slight chance of snow. And then on Friday, they're calling for a chance of snow on Friday with a high of 36. Friday night, low around 21. Next Saturday, high near 40. Next Saturday night, low of 23. And then next Sunday, high 41. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 554.28, which is 2.28 above, full pool of 552. Norfolk's currently generating 2 at this time. And Lake Bull Shoals 658.53, which is 0.47 below, full pool of 659. And they are running 8 generators at this time. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. Realtors you can recommend to your friends. Busy, but never too busy to help you. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. We'll be back just a moment.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Had to run outside and turn my truck
I
on.
know, right? He still had to defrost his windshield.
We're still defrosting my windshield. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by
Oh, yeah. I did the wrong one.
Ozarks Farm and Lawn.
There we go.
The dealership that deals, 870-425-3434, Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. If you're looking for a new tractor, hay equipment, tedder, rake, roller, square baler,
They got what
they
you
got
need.
all that stuff. Yeah. Probably a good time to buy a new zero-turn mower if you needed one.
I tell you what, it'll be a bargain right now.
However, they're never a bargain.
No, well, you know what I mean. You get a great deal. I mean, if it's still on our website, 0% financing for 84 months. That's with approved credit, of course. But that's a great deal. If you can use somebody else's money for free, that's what my dad always said.
Part sales service, they got it. Ozarks Farm and Lawn. Paul Bunyan breakfast are back.
Good.
Going to have one on this Saturday? No, it wouldn't be this Saturday, would it?
No, what's the date?
The 11th.
Yeah. Because the
Already?
10th is Friday.
By golly.
I know, right? When it
Sheesh.
hits January 1st, you're like, oh, the new year, yay. And then bam, it's February.
Yeah. All you care to eat: scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee, juice, all brought to your table on china with real silverware. It's $9 for adults, $4 for children under 12. Children under 5 eat free. It's Saturday the 11th, serving from 7:30 to 10:30 at St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church at 249 Dyer Street here in Mountain Home. A portion of the proceeds will benefit Informed Choices Women's Center of the Ozarks. That's here in Mountain Home. Takeout orders are available. For more information, go to nights. About the nights, visit kofc.org. kofc.org.
Yes.
They do these about once a month, I think. And they give a portion of that to somebody else, which is great.
Yeah.
Now, you said somewhere on here is the summer program guide for the library.
Yeah.
Donald W.
Hold that
Reynolds
up here.
Library has been issued. This is the winter edition, it says. Yep.
January through February.
January through February. Story walk at ASU Mountain Home on Tuesday the 14th from 4 to 4:30. Lego Challenge on Saturday the 18th at 10:30. Puzzle Palooza on February. There you go, talking about February already. On February
See?
the 1st. Exhibits coming. Americans and the Holocaust. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, March 17th through April 25th. Very nice. Yeah, you can scroll down, and it looks like there's 4 pages to it this time. They always have something going on for everybody, from little kids all the way up to seniors.
I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so you can talk about the next page.
Oh, yeah, adult programs and online resources. Online resources, like Carla loves to do their ebooks or even their audiobooks, where she can just listen to them. She doesn't have to read. But she does it at 1.5 speed. I mean, it's not quite the Micro Machine Man. You remember him, don't you, on the commercials? Come on, back in the 80s, the Micro Machine Man, where he talks 100 miles an hour during the ad.
Sorry.
Oh, man, that was hard to listen to. But she does it at 1.5 speed. Anyway, you can do online resources and, adult programs. If you want to do yoga, they got yoga going on. But teens, tweens, after school, the kids can go there and just have a good time. It's, it looks like, go scroll the last page. So there's your teen and tween and children and stuff. But yeah, Friends of the Library, when are their book sale? Because they always have really good book sales if you like it. February 20th through 22nd. If you like buying books for a bargain, that's it. Now Saturday is when you can really get a great deal. But if you don't go on Thursday, you might miss that book you really want.
Friends of the Library. Tell me about Friends of the Library.
So anything that they do, the proceeds that they bring in go to programs and events for the library. So they're just a lot of retired people that do these programs or do these events, like the used book sale, to raise money for those events and programs the libraries do. So everything they do is donated right back to the library.
So does it cost you to have a library card?
No. Only if you don't take the book back and you incur charges for having it too long. You know what I mean? But even then...
I've never had a library card.
Yeah, no, it's free to have the library card. And you can be a little baby, like Tommy Felicia's young daughter. Back when I was working for the library, 3 years ago, he came in and got her a card, And, of course, she's not going to be walking in there without her dad, but it was just neat that she got her first library card. And you can use that for checking out anything online, like Carla does, and going inside. So, nope, doesn't cost anything unless you have that book for a year, and it was supposed to be back after, I don't know, a month, 2 months. But then, they'll have the blood drives, and if you donate blood and you have charges, then they'll wipe the charges away up to a certain amount, I think. So, yeah, pretty cool.
Ales and Tales.
Yeah, I think that's brought to you by Raps Baron, where you go to Raps and they do a reading and have a drink, and it's hard for me to read from this screen.
Says join Raps Baron Brewing Company every second Tuesday at 6 p.m. for a live reading on January the 14th. The Wager by David Gran. On February 11th will be The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah. So I guess they'll sit there and read to you, and you have a drink, maybe a little bite to eat. Mm-hmm. So if you like that kind of thing, and a lot of people do, join Raps Baron on the second Tuesday, right? Yeah.
Second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Next one is the 14th.
Very good.
Like you said, the used book sale will be February 20th through the 22nd on Thursday from 9 to 5, Friday from 9 to 5, and Saturday from 10 to 1. Friends of the Library used book sale will now open during library regular hours. Proceeds go to Friends of the Library that benefit library programs and services. I just didn't realize how much stuff the library actually did.
Oh, yeah.
Thought it was just some place for a bunch of snobs to go hang out.
No, not at all.
Not happening, huh?
Yeah.
Stuffed animal sleepover. There you go.
I remember doing the ads for that, like put it on Facebook, and it'll go on the community calendar for the Chamber of Commerce. They go everywhere. And I had asked them the year before, because they didn't really push it, real big. And they'd said they'd usually get 10 or 12. And the year that I did it, I pushed it really big, and they got 78. 78 stuffed animals. Some of the kids that went in there, here, I might go ahead and switch over to us. Some of the people that went in there, the little kids couldn't let them go. Like, they left it, and they got up the stairs, because there's an elevator stairs, you take them downstairs. And they had to turn around and go back. They wanted their stuffed animal back. They couldn't leave them overnight.
Just didn't want to do it.
Yeah. So they take their stuffed animal there, and they leave the stuffed animal overnight. And they do different things with them by setting them up and taking pictures of them, playing board games, stuff like that. And then they give them the pictures. And it's kind of neat for the little kids, Yeah.
Community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road, 870-425-3434. Be back with Monday morning sports update in just a moment.
All right. Find my little button here.
Jonesy's late.
All things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Monday morning sports update.
Buddy, there was a lot of basketball that went on over the break. Wasn't there?
Yeah, high school, a lot about high school basketball over the break for sure.
I don't know if that's what you were going to start with, but I was just...
No, not much.
Okay.
But since you mentioned basketball, I'd like to say that the Lady Bombers of Mountain Home are ranked number 2 in the 5A.
Excellent.
Which is
Congratulations.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And-
when is the big show for that? I mean, if they keep winning.
Well, the conference just starts.
Oh.
The conference just starts this week.
Oh, wow. See, I don't even know.
Yeah, high school conferences start this week. In fact, we host Harrison tomorrow night at the Hangar.
Get a gob, buddy.
It'll be that time of the year.
Very cool. Right.
Yeah. And the Lady Bombers are 14-2, so they're off to a pretty good start.
That is excellent.
They're ranked, let's see, overall, I'm going to guess they're ranked number 2 in the 5A and number 4 overall statewide.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, like Coach Leonard was on the show on Friday, and he said, we don't pay a lot of attention to the rankings. Sometimes it gets in the girls' heads.
True. It's just one game at a time, right?
Take one at a time,
Yeah.
go with it, go with the flow, do the best you can, and come out on top. What really matters is finishing high enough in the conference so you make it to the state tournament, and then when you get there, put it in and try to win it.
Take it all.
However, the Lady Bombers did win their Atlas Asphalt Holiday Tournament over Christmas break,
Yeah.
which is first time that's happened in a long time. And so it's
It
good.
was impressive play. We watched a couple of those games. We watched watched you on TV, and then the next night we came, and the boys had a nail biter. I can't remember who that was. It Tech, where they were down almost through 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter they came back to win it.
to win it. Yeah.
Was it Tech?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very, very good tournament.
Yeah.
Flippin had a real nice finish in one of those games.
Yeah.
Buzzer beater win it
Yeah.
to take the 3rd place spot in that tournament, which was good for Flippin. So, cool. 3 area athletes have been named to the Arkansas All-Prep football team. Salem Junior defensive lineman Keegan Sanderson was named to the first team. Sanderson led the state with 17 sacks. Also, their coach, Josh Watson, was named the All-Arkansas Prep Coach of the Year. Mountain Home senior running back Jacob Chenoweth, he was picked to be on the second team, which was cool. Chenoweth has set a pair of school records, leading the Bombers' ground attack with 1,856 yards.
Very nice.
27 touchdowns. So
Had a very good season.
yeah.
I mean, I heard his name a lot being called by you.
Fernando Ventura, he's a kicker for Melbourne. He was also named to this team. He ended up 46 out of 47 point-after attempts. He successfully kicked 9 field goals, with his longest being 45 yards. He also performed well on the defense. He had recorded 92 tackles from the safety position.
92.
92. There'll be a banquet in Little Rock on June the 14th at the State House Convention Center, where these guys will get their awards for being named to this all-prep team.
Yeah.
It's good. Chenoweth has done a really good job.
Oh, definitely.
The Bombers will miss him. However, Mountain Home is not a one-man show.
No, it takes a team.
It does take a team, and he's been a good team player this year.
Definitely.
No doubt.
When will we find out where they might go for college? I mean, when is that? Towards the end of the year?
Well, we should have
If they
known already if
they
we had
decide to
anybody
go.
going.
Oh, okay.
I
So-
think Chenoweth is probably looking at some places, and he's got some people maybe looking at him. But
Sure.
unless they make it public, we won't know.
Until then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when Kirsten declared that she was going to Williams Baptist for soccer.
They had a
Ghost
signing
Ghost.
at the
Yeah,
gym,
they had
probably.
the signing
Yeah.
and all that. And that was back COVID, so everybody was wearing a mask in our picture. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mountain Home basketball schedule includes 4 games at the junior high. They'll be hosting Annie Camp. Let's see what time that starts. At 4 o'clock with the 8th grade games, followed by the 8th grade girls will start at 4, followed by the 8th grade boys. Both freshman team will follow thereafter. Izard County boys will return to Swifton in the quarterfinal game of the Kell Classic. The Cougars meet Mark Tree at 6:10. And Mountain Home Christian Academy will travel to Cotter. Gainesville girls will make a trip to Willow Springs. Gainesville boys will head to Kabul. Dora girls will host Koshkamon. And Rural Special goes to Bradford. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Sports-wise?
Wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Oh,
Wrestling.
I'd seen my friends Jennifer and Enoch Pepin, their
Mm-hmm.
daughter, won 3 out of 5, I think she had said. She posted on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
wrestling matches, so she's doing very well. I think this might be her first year wrestling,
I
too.
believe it is. I believe the Mountain Home Wrestling team has the girls' side. I think they've got 9 freshmen.
Yeah, that's awesome. That
And they
they're
all seem to be doing really well.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can pull this up real quick without wasting a lot of time.
But no, it's good to see people joining the wrestling team again. I think it kind of fell off there a little bit, didn't it?
No, it's always been on the
Has
growth.
it always been good? Okay.
Let's see. During this tournament or after this tournament, looks like the boys had several finishers. They wrapped up. I think they came out in 4th place at the end of the tournament. They were just in. They will wrestle again in Batesville on Thursday the 9th. They will go against Batesville, Greene County Tech, and Cedar Ridge. The girls will also be traveling to that tournament as well. So it's been good.
Yeah.
At that tournament the boys were at, the Tullison finished in 11th, King finished 4th, Lefevre's finished in 7th, Dooley finished in 8th, Bayless in 19th, Schimmel finished 4th, Lefevre's finished 17th, Drac finished 4th, Alvarez finished 2nd, Hill finished 6th, Rechtenwald finished in 5th, Sturgis finished in 3rd, and Fraunfelter finished in 3rd place as well. I think they ended up 4 out of 26.
Yeah.
And on the girls' side, they had one young lady that took that. I was trying to find that in here real quick, but I don't have it. Sorry, guys. Need to send me that stuff on a text message.
Right.
They went into the final match on Saturday, or the final leg of the tournament on Saturday from 5th, and finished in 4th out of 25.
That'll work.
So
That's good.
Had a 2nd place finish. I know Olivia McCoy finished 2nd. Ellie Miller finishing first place in her weight class. So
Congrats.
the girls wrestling team is on fire. The boys are no slouches either. So
Right. Very good.
if you've never watched a high school wrestling match, you need to come to the hangar and go to one. I'll keep you posted on when that's happening. I am planning on going to Batesville on Thursday to broadcast that, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube for both the boys and the girls. I will focus most of my time on the girls because they don't have somebody there to do it for them.
Sure.
When I have a break in the action, I will switch over to the boys.
Very good.
But they do have streaming that they've got set up for the boys' side.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
anyway, Monday morning sports update. We'll be back with Coach Steve Jones. Haven't had him on in a while. He should be here. I think I heard the bell ringing.
Yes, you did.
Be back in just a moment.
All right.
Make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Steve Jones, athletic director from Yellville Summit Schools, who's with me. Has been a long time since you've been here.
It has been. It's
since before Thanksgiving.
Yes, I was going to say close to 2 months or something like that.
However, you've had good reason for begging out, and I guarantee you that it's never been a problem. Let's talk about that just a little bit, if you don't mind.
Thank you for asking about that. Yes, well, as you know, I've talked to you a lot. I had a granddaughter born in November, and I mean, everything was going peachy, and the doctors at Baxter came in and said, your granddaughter has a heart problem. We're getting her to Children's. And that, I mean, you talk about getting hit by a ton of bricks right there, you know, me and the dad and mom and grandma and everything. So I just want to, first of all, compliment the people at Baxter Regional, the nurses, the doctors, the whole entire staff. What a fantastic job they did. They got her down there quickly. And then at Children's.
Did they take her by ambulance, or did they fly?
I think they air evac her.
Okay.
Which
did they send Angel 1 after her, probably?
You know what? Possibly. I don't know. It was all just like this. I know there was a weather delay, so something was going on that day. So we get down there, and I think on day 10 of her being in this world, she had open heart surgery at Children's Hospital. Yeah, it was rough, you know, but she came through it with flying colors. And what a fantastic job they do at Children's. I tell you what, no one wants to spend Thanksgiving or Christmas in a hospital or New Year's Day, but if you'd have to, Children's is
that's the place to be.
Shoot, yeah, they top notch. And I just wanted to take this opportunity, and pardon me for getting choked up.
You're all right.
The community of Yellville and Summit really poured their heart out to my family, and with prayers and Facebook, you know, encouragement and donations and everything. And it was just such a humbling experience to go through that. I mean, I didn't go through anything. My daughter and granddaughter did, but just to hear that support and feel that support was really great. Okay. And I told you off camera, yesterday was the first day that my son-in-law, my daughter, and my granddaughter had been able to go out in public, and they went to church for the first time and as a family, and that was just you know, that made Grandpa proud. I promise you that.
Yeah.
But we're through the worst of it now, and we can get back to the business of school and whatnot. So thank you for letting me share that story.
It's a great story, and glad it is working out good.
Yes. A lot of answered prayers.
Yeah, you bet. So what is this young one's name?
Hazel.
Okay.
And this is my 5th grandchild.
Okay.
I have 4 granddaughters and 1 grandson, so he's not going to get spoiled at all.
No.
But anyway.
So you already got a deer rifle?
Well, all my athletic hopes rest on him. He's going to be in the NFL and the MLB, so that's my plan there. Anyway.
All right.
No, it's you know, I've been truly blessed with a wonderful family and three wonderful daughters, and they've all got children and good husbands, and all you can ask for.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
It's been more than you can ask for, really. So,
where you want to go next? You got a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Well, I do, and I have let me get my brains out here. Just to kind of catch everybody up on how Yellville is doing in basketball so far. Our senior boys are currently 8 and 5, and they were runner-up in the RVest tournament at Flippin, which now that's been a while back. That's been a few weeks ago. And this Saturday, they were the runner-up in the North Arkansas Community College tournament. They lost to Valley Springs in the finals. So, you know, we're teasing Coach Simmons about being, you know, Mr. Runner-up all the time. Our junior boys are 8 and 2, and they are currently 1 and 1 in conference play. Conference play really takes off in January. In fact, I was looking at, you know, over the holidays at the calendar in January, and there's not much free time. You know, not much, not many nights off. The senior girls, are currently 11 and 7, and they finished 3rd in the Bank OZK tournament, which was held in Ozark, Arkansas, and they finished 3rd in the North Arkansas College tournament, and they won the consolation bracket at the RVest tournament in Flippin. So, you know, all in all, the teams are doing pretty good now. We get into conference play this week, and you know, we host Bergman on Friday night, and we travel to Mountain View Tuesday night, and then we play a game in there in between with Cotter. But there's going to be a lot riding on these on Tuesday and Friday night.
You got a lot of stuff going on Friday night. It's your Hall of Honor banquet.
Yes,
not
sir.
a banquet, but your presentation.
It's our presentation, and there was a time in Arkansas when they used to hold a junior high state tournament in basketball. And there have been 4 teams from Yellville that won the junior high state tournament. I may get this a little bit wrong, but I think it's 1953, 56, 61, and 66, I think. We're going to induct all 4 of those teams at one time into the Hall of Honor, just as a team, not individual persons. There will be, I think, in the future, a few individuals from those that will be inducted, but we're inducting those teams into the Hall of Honor, and we're doing this next Tuesday night. Now, here's the thing, and I'm really trying to get the word out. There's a lot of men from those teams that aren't with us anymore. You know, 1953 it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Okay? So what we're doing is asking for descendants, relatives, children, if you'll come and represent your father or grandfather or whoever was there, we would like to get as many people there as possible to honor these guys. And we're really excited about that. And then there's a lady going in. This will actually be our first lady inductee into the Hall of Honor. It's I don't know how old she is, but she wrote, here's what she did, okay? She wrote our school's alma mater, the song we sang at every ball game, and she did it when she was 15 years old.
Okay.
Her name is Luannis Wingate Kelly. She's, of course, a Yellville alumni from the 1950s. So she's, not a spring chicken, but, her and her daughter, they're really excited about this and her being the first female inductee into the Hall of Honor. And I've kind of got this thing planned. I'll give it away now, but I'm hoping that when we present her with her plaque, that our student body will sing the alma mater.
Okay.
And I mean, we sing it all the time. Everybody at Yellville knows the words still. I can sing it right now. I won't.
No, thank you.
But I could.
You'd attempt anyway.
Everybody knows that song. So we're really excited about these two inductees going in. And I think I got my nights mixed up. That's next Tuesday, the 14th. I'm going to check my calendar.
Okay, so it's not Friday during the Bergman game?
No.
Okay.
Friday is when we will present our state championship rings to our girls track team. I had that flipped around in my mind. So we'll have a big ceremony there, and we normally do that during football season. The reason we waited this year was quite simply the ring company didn't have the rings printed up in time, so we had to wait, and we'll do that during basketball season. But either way, it'll be a really good night and honor those young ladies. And there's a couple of boys that won individual state titles, so we're looking forward to that. That's Friday night, and we'll be playing Bergman that night, so it's a big conference game too. And then next Tuesday is the Hall of Honor.
Well, since we're talking about honors, let's talk about Coach Martin.
Okay. Yes. North American National High School Track Coaches Association Coach of the Year. And she was, of course, the, AAA Track Coach of the Year. So, I mean, what a run she's having. 4 consecutive state championships, back to back to back to
She
back.
might be asking for a raise.
She may be, and she probably get it too. Yes, quite an honor for her. We'll acknowledge that Friday night too, and just thank her for what a wonderful job she does.
Has she backed off everything else? She's just doing track now?
Volleyball also.
Volleyball
she is the head
track.
volleyball coach and head girls track coach.
Okay. But she's had a great run for the Yellville Panthers for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's done a great job. There's absolutely no question about that. And we've had some good athletes come through. It's just been really a good time. I don't know what else you can say about it. It's to win a state title is awesome, and then go back to back. Wow, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But we joked with her that we kind of expect this now. We've kind of got
looking for the three-peat.
We're 5 now. You've raised the bar on these expectations, and cause I'm just kidding. I know that's
in a school that doesn't have a track. That just blows my mind.
Yeah, well, again, most schools our size don't. We're looking at. We have tried to figure out ways we can make this work, and who knows, someday, maybe we will. But yeah, it's a big deal.
Now, Yellville has track and field, but they do not have cross country. Is that correct?
Correct. We and the sports Yellville has, which reminds me, our esports teams. I got to circle back around this for a second. Our esports team finished 4th in the state.
No way.
So, okay, here's what I got to circle back around. I think I mentioned this before. I have a card that they signed to give to you. And I've had it in my office for no less than 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And so because of the help you gave them in procuring some equipment that they badly needed, and so that is not their fault. It's sitting.
I don't think you've heard me mention it.
It's not on my desk. It's adjacent to my desk, and I think, I need to put that in my briefcase before I go, to Mountain Home next week. And then I don't. And I have had that mental conversation, 6 months worth.
That's right.
So, but I will get it over here someday. It'll be a big surprise.
That'd be all right.
I forgot what else I was talking about. Oh, sports.
Let's hold on to that till
Okay.
we come back to the break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior...
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Steve Jones, Athletic Director for Yellville Summit Panthers, is with us this morning. We're catching up because it's been a while.
It has been. And, a while ago we were talking about like sports we have. And I thought I'm going to do my best to just go over every sport we have at Yellville, because we actually have quite a few for our side school, I believe. Okay. We start the fall, like everybody, with volleyball and football. And then we have an esports fall schedule. Mm-hmm. And for esports, and this was new to me, this is competition gameplay, like computer games, against other schools and so forth.
Which has become a big thing.
Very big thing. And I found out recently that you could get a scholarship for that. So I did not know that. Mm-hmm. Of course, then we have girls, boys basketball. And that's our winter time sport. And we'll go around the spring. In the spring's when we get our busiest. We have baseball, softball, boys and girls track, and we'll have another esports season. And then we also do trap shooting at Yellville. So there's something to go to all the time, and see. So right now, of course, we're in the middle of basketball season and fixing to get fired up on
conference
play
this week.
We have had one conference game. Our senior boys and girls played at Valley Springs. The boys won by 1 point at Valley Springs. That was a big deal. Now we turn around. We played Valley Springs in the finals of the North Arkansas tournament, and they beat us 7 or 8 or something like that. So, that's going to be they got to come to Yellville in 2 or 3 weeks. So
that's never a good thing.
Yeah, it's just going to be
for the opposing team. It's not.
I don't think so. I think we're a tough place to play, and the old timers will tell you that it was worse in the old gym. And I can see that because you are just right on top of each other in there. There's no room. And there's like maybe 1 foot of walk space between the gym floor and the bleachers where you can walk to the concession stand or whatever. And every year, we we aspire to, let's have a game in the old gym. And just to show like the young people, here's what it was like. It seats about half of what our gym seats, but I mean, it'll still be crowded in there anyway. And then I'll get pretty bold until it gets close to time to do it. I'm like, no, we're not going to do it. And here's why. If somebody sprains their ankle or something on that rubber, it's an old rubber type floor, then it's like, well, why didn't, you got a nice new gym, why didn't you play in it instead of playing in this old gym? And then they'd be right, so just for nostalgia reasons. But anyway, someday I really want to have a game in there just to let everybody see.
Do they use it for practice still?
They use it for practice, use it for volleyball practice. In the spring, every spring team, if it's raining outside, will be in the old gym practicing something.
Do both of your teams travel to Mountain View tomorrow night?
Yes. Senior high boys, girls, and junior high girls will travel to Mountain View tomorrow night. And then Friday night against Bergman, I'm going to check my deal here again. It's, I think, junior high girls, senior high boys, and then there's also a senior boys B game that we'll play in there.
They have that Bergman game listed to start at 5 o'clock. Is that because there's extra stuff going on?
Because there's an extra game, and then we're also doing the rings, so we need to get a little earlier start on that.
You do the rings before both games start, or you do it at half of one?
Well, thank you for asking that, because I don't know the answer. We have not nailed that down yet, and we may not until Friday afternoon or something, but I'll sit down with Coach Martin at some point this week. We've been out of school, and we'll say, all right, what's the best time to do this? And normally, since we've never done it during basketball season before, I'm leaning towards between the senior girls and senior boys game. You seem to have like max attendance right then. Mm-hmm. You've got a little time as far as wiggle room. It gives the officials an extra 10-minute break before they run out there and start doing another game. So that's what I think it's going to be, but somebody may point out a reason why that's not the best idea, and I'll be flexible. But that's kind of what we're leaning at right now.
Is this the first year for you to be back in a conference with Flippin?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. When I first became AD in 2018, we were in a conference with Flippin, and that went on until 2020. Then we dropped down and went to 2A, and we were in a conference with a bunch of schools from the Fayetteville, Springdale area. So for 4 years we've been there, and then this is our first year back. And our conference right now, I'll miss somebody, but it's Yellville, Bergman, Valley, Flippin, Cave City, Salem, Melbourne, Mountain View.
You got them.
Yeah, pretty good.
Which makes you travel way less.
Oh, it's much. It does two things for us that are tremendous. Number one, like we're going to Mountain View Tuesday night. That's going to be a long trip this year, whereas in the past, your long trip was to Fayetteville. So it's cut down on travel, and it's done.
Yeah, but an hour and a half compared to 3 hours is way different.
Yeah. And the thing is, we were going to Fayetteville, 5 or 6 times a season, whereas now we'll go to Mountain View one time. The rest of our games are Valley Springs, which is 30 minutes, Flippin, which is 7 minutes, Melbourne an hour. And the other thing, and as from an athletic director point of view, it has increased our ticket sales and our concessions. And there's a big difference in how, because I hate to be money conscious, but I am.
Well, you have to be.
You really do. And, there were times over the last couple of years where I would stress pretty hard because, we'd host, one of the Fayetteville schools, and they would bring 10 people, and we wouldn't even make enough at the gate to pay the officials. Mm-hmm. So that's rough. I promise you, when Valley Springs, Melbourne, Mountain View, Flippin, they come to town, they are bringing folks with them, and they'll be loud, and it's a great environment, and they'll buy stuff in the concession stand, which we need. It just makes our athletics a little easier to navigate in the spring when we have some money set back. That's to me the best thing. And just also, we played I can't even think of the school we played now, like Haas Hall Academy. Okay, you can't whip up any let's destroy Haas Hall Academy fever like you can with Flippin or Valley Springs. It's personal now because these people. Well, I use Flippin as an example because a lot of people in Yellville and Flippin are cousins.
Yeah.
And that's bragging rights for the year. And Valley Springs is kind of the same way. There's a lot of relatives back and forth. It's just so close that you want to win those area games. Of course, Salem, that's become a big deal. They're excellent athletic program.
Mm-hmm.
We're state champions in football.
Yeah.
How often do you hear about that from North Central Arkansas? And so it's become, they've become a big rival now. For years, I told people this, for years we kind of dominated them. Then for the last few years, they've dominated us, and we're kind of hoping that cyclical thing will roll back around where we can get back on top again. But they've got it rolling on, and every team, there's no nights off in our conference. I don't feel like. And when we played the Fayetteville schools, there were nights you knew, and I'm not going to say a name, but they just weren't very good.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go out and probably not play your best. If you don't play your best against Flippin, Valley, Salem, Melbourne, you're going to get beat. And if you play your best, you may still get beat.
That's right.
And that's one of the great things about athletics. So I think it teaches this lesson. We emphasize to kids all the time. You've got to empty your bucket on every play. You got to leave it all on the field or court and come off and not have anything left. And if you do that, and you still get beat, there's no shame in that.
Mm-hmm.
There are better teams, better coaches. It happens. But when you don't put forth your best effort, and this is true in everything you do in life, and then you lose, the first person you need to blame is yourself.
Mm-hmm. Look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror. That's I've heard it said, if you want to see the person responsible for most of your problems, look in the mirror. And so that's what we try to emphasize all our coaches. If you don't go out and do your best job, let the chips fall where they may, we'll be fine. Because that'll make you, you'll be successful in life if you learn to do your best all the time. Sorry, I rambled on there.
No, you're good. You're good. The girls team looks like they're 0-3. Where'd that happen? It just.
Are you about junior girls?
It just left me. Dadgummit. Anyway, looks like they overall are 11-7. Whenever this was last updated.
Right.
And they will make the trip to Mountain View with you tomorrow night. How big are your teams this year?
Well, our senior boys, we have around 20. In fact, I think we had to maybe even cut a couple. Junior high boys, same, we're in the 20s. Junior high girls, we're in the 20s. Senior high girls, 8. There's 3 on the bench. And they can all play. Here's the thing about, and maybe in senior girls more than any other sport, I may get this a little bit wrong, but I'm going to be pretty close. Over the last 5 years, there have been like 8 state champions come out of this conference. Now, some of them were playing 2A ball or a different 3A conference, but 8 state champions. So there's no night off for anybody, but there's certainly no night off in girls basketball. Our team goes down to the Ozark tournament over Christmas break and plays Paris. I don't know if you've ever been to Paris, Arkansas or not, but it's a 3A school, but it's a big 3A school with excellent facilities, and we dominated them. Okay, now we'll come back up here and play Valley Springs or Bergman or Melbourne, and it won't be like that. I mean, we have a chance to win. We can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't dominate them. It's just a different level of basketball in this conference than anywhere else.
Let's talk real quick. We've got the ring ceremony, which will be
Friday night.
This Friday.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got the Hall of Honor stuff that's going on
next Tuesday.
This
is barring weather, of course, because who knows?
Right.
It's January. That's right.
It's
January.
that time of the year.
We'll do the best we can.
And we've got footballs in off season, but most of them are playing basketball.
Several of them are. We revamped our weight room this year, so we're pretty fired up about that. All new racks and bars and such. And the ones that are still there are working hard. Yes, we do. Our starting quarterback is, one of the basketball players. He's a guard on the basketball team, and others too. I don't mean to just single anybody out. There's several.
They're still putting in the work.
Still putting in the work, absolutely.
That's
yes, sir.
what it takes. Well, thank you, sir, for being here.
You bet.
We'll
Thanks
see
for
you
having me.
again
Good
next
to be
week
back.
or the week after. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thanks for joining us. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.